All right, hey everyone. So today I've got a clip for you guys about it's a CNN clip from one of their broadcasts recently, I believe, about this video. I'm sure everyone's seen it of these two kids, and one of them's black, one of them's white, and they're running to each other to give each other like a hug or whatever it is. But so Donald Trump apparently tweeted out like a version of the video, but it had like a fake CNN headline below it. But it was like an obvious it was like an obvious it was obviously not real. Like it was an obvious like fake thing. Like the bar was totally not the same as as a real CNN bar, and like I mean like it was pretty obvious that it was not a real thing. And here's what I mean. So right now, as you guys can see on screen, the video is here, and it says breaking news: racist baby probably a Trump voter, or whatever it says there. And so he tweeted out this video of it, and now CNN is going to try and act like he posted this doctored video or something of it, which doesn't make any sense really, because I mean, yeah, it just doesn't make any sense. Anyway, they're going to try and do this, so let's watch and then we'll review it. Get back to the part.
To show people that kind of love. And
discuss this now with CNN chief political analyst Gloria Borger, who's with us. I mean, it's such a sweet moment. I think especially as we need so many sweet moments right now during these hard times, right. It almost brings a sweet little tear to your eye. And the president just took this and he turned it, he made it so nasty. This is not the way the dad intended this, and he sort of stole this moment. What do you think of this?
Yep. Well, I think this is a president. First of all, I think it's ridiculous, and I think it's sad, actually, because it was such a sweet video of which the parents were so happy to present. And this is a president who somehow finds it okay to retweet doctored videos without stopping to think, wait a minute, I'm the president of the United States here. Don't I have to confirm this? Should, this is archived, for example, Brianna, you know that. And you know that he's retweeted doctored videos of Nancy Pelosi and Joe Biden. And even though Twitter is now calling him out on it, he really just doesn't seem to care.
And, when I saw this, one of the things that I thought was, it's not like he doesn't have someone very close to him talking to him about why this kind of online nastiness is terrible, right? Melania Trump has made this a cornerstone of her agenda as First Lady. She said at one point, let's face it, most children are more aware of the benefits and pitfalls of social media than some adults. In today's global society, social media is an inevitable part of our children's daily lives. It can be used in many positive ways, but can also be destructive and harmful when used incorrectly. I mean, she's saying this, she seems to get it, her husband doesn't get it. They're parents, right? They're parents of one boy together. He's the parent of, and has grandkids who are little. I mean, the idea that if something like this were used when it came to their kids, just how in a justified way, how much an uproar there would be, there seems to be no irony lost for the president.
No, there is no irony lost. I mean, look at just this morning, okay? It's Juneteenth. Just this morning, the president is getting ready for his rally tomorrow. And what does he do? He delivers threats to people who intend to protest and says you won't be treated as gently as you were in New York or Seattle. And what is that, Brianna? Telling people who, he said if you're looters or anarchists, but there are lots of people there who want to protest peacefully, which is their constitutional right. And instead of saying, it's your constitutional right to protest, I hope you don't get violent, instead he pours fuel on the entire situation and starts threatening them that they're not going to be treated well, and that I don't know, is that bullying? What is that? Is that the kind of behavior you expect from a president?
No. No, it's not. I will say, Gloria, I don't know how, but I totally missed that video last year. So what I'm taking away from this is that for the first time, I got to see.
Anyway. So, I mean, what we're looking at is another example of CNN covering something that is totally useless and totally does not have an impact on anything that's going on in the world of politics today. I mean, there are so many more substantive attacks you can take on Trump, and they're talking about this tweet. Like, I don't understand how that these news organizations do this. Like, CNN and MSNBC are basically the same. Like, there are so many substantive things you can attack Trump on. Why are you talking about this tweet here? I mean, Borg or whoever, the analyst they brought on, was talking about how, like, she sees how this online nastiness is going on. Like, I don't understand how they are dedicating a segment to this. Just, like, the disparity between the things they're talking about, because they do this all the time. They're talking about what Trump is tweeting out and what he's talking about online. I mean, this guy's been in office for like 4 years. We know what he's like. We know he's super uncouth. And when CNN runs pieces like this, they're just propagating the whole aspect of the media that is just covering things that are totally useless. Like, you guys are bringing this on yourselves with the fake news and Trump demonizing the media is obviously bad, but I mean, to a certain extent, they're bringing it on themselves. I mean, it is so easy. It is so easy to attack Trump. It is not hard to attack Trump. I mean, the amount of times that CNN brings up emoluments or how Trump is personally enriching himself by having Saudi ambassadors stay at his hotels. They buy out the whole hotel and they don't even stay there. I mean, like, there are so many insane things that you can attack Trump on other than him tweeting out this obviously satire video. I mean, it is so silly. I don't understand how CNN doesn't think to themselves like maybe we should run a piece actually attacking Trump on something substantive other than this silly video. Like the first thing that comes out of this contributor's mouth is, I find it really sad that he's doing this. And they act surprised every time he does something like this. But, I mean, we know he's totally crazy and uncouth and totally not adhering to the norms of what you guys think politics should be like. And, like, I'm not supporting Trump. Trump is terrible. And I'm simply trying to point out to CNN and to these other mainstream media that it is super easy to attack Trump on more substantive and more important things than this. Like, I mean, you guys may think like, well, they're just attacking Trump because it's the media and all that. Well, this is genuinely harmful to the resistance, to the anti-Trump people. This is genuinely harmful because you're taking the focus off real issues and real problems that Trump is causing, and you're putting it on this stupid video. I mean, there's like Media Matters has done like compilations and tallies of the amount of times that CNN brings up the words emoluments and the words military-industrial complex and things that are actually harming the United States right now, and compare those to the tallies of them talking about Twitter and this total BS. I mean, there is some substance to Trump tweeting out doctored videos because that has been a problem in the past, and that is crazy that he's doing that. But like this, the way they're trying to act like this, like he was trying to pass this off as like a real headline. I mean, the headline is breaking news: terrified toddler runs from racist Trump supporter baby. I mean, what the like, why are you passing this off as news? This isn't news. There's much more substantive things to occupy CNN's airtime with other than this total malarkey right now. Can't believe I just said malarkey. Anyway, it's totally crazy that they're running this stuff. And, I mean, God, CNN has been off the ball on and out of touch with what America really wants for a long time. And these stories like this, running stories like this about Twitter and about what Trump is tweeting out is harmful to the anti-Trump movement. And frankly, the anti-media sentiment that's going around and that Trump is utilizing, I mean, you guys bring half of it on yourselves.